This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good night, Danny Forrest. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Doing incredible. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks for asking. What part of the world are you in right now?
I'm in Montreal right now.
All right. Which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
I'd say it's probably the fact that for the past 16 months, I've learned about 45 different skills.
All right, so that puts us about three skills, yeah?
Yeah, that's precisely it.
Yeah. Wow. So you're superhuman.
No, not at all. It's really it's just a habit I started 16 months ago, and it's really not as hard. Like once you break the mindset that you can't do it, you actually can. It's just a matter of practicing. I practice 30 minutes every day, and for the 3 skills, and that's it. I've been doing that ever since, and took 1 month off. So that's why 45 instead of 48.
That's amazing. When did you take that month off?
Good question.
Was it like in between, or to the beginning, or to the end?
In between, yeah.
All right. So who do you think you learned this skill from, this ability to be able to retain this much?
Yeah, I'd like to think that I actually got that from me, but the original idea actually came from Josh Kaufman. You know him?
I do not. Did I? No, I do not.
Yeah, so he did a TEDx talk, and the idea was that he was showing that in less than 20 hours, you can learn basically almost any skill you want to try. And I was so amazed by how he played the ukulele, and he was saying he only practiced for 20 minutes. So I was thinking, well, if he can learn to play ukulele in 20 hours, I'm going to learn 3 skills in 1 month in 20 hours and see where it goes from there. And the results were actually pretty phenomenal that I actually kept going.
So it sounds as though, and I did see Polymath, Viking Polymath on your bio, but right there I saw the mathematics. And with my experience, with my personal experience, it's how I usually build my goals. It's always mathematical. I'm always calculating what's necessary. Who did you learn that from, that analytical type of process?
Well, I'm actually a software engineer by trade, so I'd say it probably comes from like that logical side of always solving problems in like using numbers.
And if we went back a layer, like there's a layer somewhere in there that connects you to family or friends, like, I mean, deeply, like who did that come from? That ability to be able to, just like process data that way.
I mean, if we go really, really deep in there, I'd say it might actually come from my older brother, who is playing a lot of video games, role-playing games, which basically force you to think through situations to solve problems. Yeah. And yeah, that would be like the furthest I can think. I was really young at the time.
Yeah, that's super cool. I remember I asked, what was your earliest song? What was your favorite song at 12 on the sign-up form? And you put something about your brother, right? So I guess he's been influencing you a ton, right?
Yeah, in ways I guess we never thought about, both of us.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it's like this organic type of thing. So, all right. So, where's the best place for someone that's listening to follow you? Because you sound super interesting to follow. Are you sharing your skills as you learn them along the way?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a program. It used to be called Skill Up Your Life, and I rebranded it to be the Skill Up Academy. So I basically share all my progress there. I've got videos showing me salsa dancing, which was intense for me because I'm a metalhead, so I listen to metal mostly. So learning to dance salsa was pretty difficult for me. So I share my experience on there. But basically, you can find me on dannyforrest.com.
Love it. All right. Tell me one other thing that you've done consistently I mean, you are the guy that's inconsistently being consistent, but tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
Yeah, you got that right. Change is what I've done consistently over the last 3 years. So I've been a nomad for 3.5 years. So I've been changing my environment pretty much, I'd say 4 times a year.
Wow.
It's about every 3 months. And so I lived in Cambodia, Spain, India, Colombia. And so that's kind of it for me. Like the only consistent thing was change.
How does it make you feel?
Great. You know what? Like when there's like life problems coming my way, I feel like I'm more adaptable than I used to be when I was just doing my own thing, my own routine back home, and I feel like I'm more ready for whatever life has to throw at me.
Why would you suggest other people do what you've done?
Precisely for that reason. We live in a world where things change so fast. Technology changes. AI replaces jobs. Being adaptable is actually one of the top skills to learn to survive in the 21st century.
Totally agree with that. Well, amazing audience. Again, you're hearing it live from Danny Forrest, and you can connect and follow him at dannyforrest.com. Danny, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you now into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Danny, what's your earliest childhood memory?
That would have to be when I met my first friend, and I was actually 2 years old, and I actually strangely remember it.
So why do you think this memory is so clear?
Well, I was thinking about that earlier. I think it's because it was actually my first moment in my life that I actually realized that my family is not the whole world, but there's something out there. Like at that age, you don't know, right? And then I met someone else that was just like me, and it was like a completely new world. I'm not alone.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
I guess in a way, what I'm doing now with my business, which is to help people grow in a better world, is that I care more for people, and I think that may actually come from there.
It's amazing, isn't it? The way that these seeds are planted in our lives, and then we basically go through cycles. It's cyclical, yeah? It's really cool that in your bio you have Danny is your friendly neighborhood Viking polymath. Friendly, again, comes in there again, right? And the neighborhood of the world that you've embarked upon understanding is super cool, from being that 2-year-old that saw the expansion of his thoughts through. Wow.
Yeah, good point.
It's more. That's amazing. Wow. Love it.
I love it too.
If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Yeah, this is going to be a boring answer. I used to not really listen to music, more like following whatever my brother was listening to. And I guess at the time that would be like trance music, but I wasn't really actively listening to it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's going to be yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly. Yeah, you ready, Danny?
I'm ready.
Danny, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Oh, yeah.
Are you married?
Yep.
Do you have children?
Nope.
Do you believe in God?
Nope.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Kind of.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Nope.
How about 3 hours a week?
Nope.
What about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
For computer, for sure. Probably a lot more. Mobile, not at all.
What about reading? How often do you read?
Every day. Probably an hour or two.
All right. If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Danny Forrest, what would you say that is?
Well, it's not completely unique, but I'm going to borrow from Marcus Aurelius on this. So he's long gone, so I can borrow. So he said something along the lines of, "It is not death a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." And that speaks so strongly to me. It's like, it's better than YOLO. It's deeper than YOLO. It's you live for the right reasons, and that's kind of what I realized 60 months ago when I started the 3 skills a month approach, that I was actually not living, at least not the way I wanted to.
Has your wife journeyed along you with this journey?
It depends. So she did travel the world for a year with me for the first year, and so she works for Doctors Without Borders.
Okay.
So she goes on 6-month missions.
Right.
So she goes different places than I do. She was in Central African Republic and Congo. And during that time, I was in Spain and Colombia.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And the connection, I can imagine the connection you both have. It's probably very, very much more electric, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, it has to be.
Oh, that's amazing. Danny, my friend, you are amazing. Continue being amazing. I do look forward to seeing your journeys as you evolve in this world. Thank you, my friend, for being here. In closing, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yeah, I guess maybe that you don't have to fear that learning a new thing is actually not that hard. Like, just practice consistently over just a month-long period. I used to think that I couldn't draw because I was a software engineer. So that's the first skill I decided to learn. And once I decided that, you know what, I'm going to try consistently for a month, it actually worked. It only took like 10 days, and I actually managed to get results I was actually impressed with. So, yeah, if you want to learn something, just try consistently, and you will succeed.
Love it. And of course, you can go across to DannyForrest.com, where he has help alongs to let you understand the way he's done it. So you can do it as well. Danny, again, great pleasure. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazon Enterprise.